In this case, the LID was set up and the permit was set up so that Bayview Water and Sewer District is responsible for maintaining the pumps in the tanks, cleaning the tanks, and maintaining the line out to the street. Very extremely unusual. Most of your sewer bills out there from a lot of districts are 50 to 75 a month only to the curb. And if there's any tanks involved, it's all the customer's responsibility. So when Jesse opened up by stating, for 5 years, water has been supporting sewer, that's where it's been going mostly, is that, because we're required to maintain pumps and pump tanks and things like that. So I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, very true.
So I'd like to ask the board, is there any idea of opening ERs to be bought? I mean, have you thought about that at all?
Did you hear that? No. Ally asked if there's been any talk about opening up for ERs to be bought. Oh, no.
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 Yeah. So you're saying,
Not presently,
yeah,
there hasn't been.
because I get asked that a lot.
Yeah.
When, can I buy an ER?
Yeah.
And so the moratorium's gonna stay on for the time being.
And I think
Well,
I'll add to
we
that also,
hope.
Ally, we don't know exactly what we've got yet. We haven't finished our count to know what's being used and what's not. But it was predetermined in advance. We just don't know how much is being, until we finish our ER
Yeah.
inspections, what we've actually got.
Yeah, the process was mentioned and outlined in the new sewer ordinance, but the board has not discussed to date any program to do so.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to be willing to sell some ERs at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, and they're not gonna do that.
I have not been given any indication that
No.
that would happen.
No, because they'd sell them back for the price they bought it for.
Correct, and then the
And then
district
the
would be
district-
required to sell for
For
the
the-
modern day
Right.
connection.
They sell them back for 1,000, and the board can sell it for 9.
But
So in the beginning, you said that there were 600 ERs of
886.
886.
And once you do this tally around town, and if you discover there's 788, will there be 100 available? No?
No, there's none available for purchase at this time. We have a moratorium on them, we're not able to give out anymore, and if we discover that 786 are being used, that means that somebody already owns them and they're waiting to use them at their discretion at a later point in time.
And we know that for a fact, we just don't know
Yes.
who owns them.
Oh, yes.
We do know who owns them
We know
and
who
everything.
owns them.
And but, so, like with someone who has, say, 100 of them, and they're using 80 of them for float homes and RVs and whatever, and they have 20 left, that's just, they're sitting on them until they wanna use them
Okay,
for future development.
okay.
But the lot next to my house has 25 ERs. That's a perfect
Right
example.
behind you, yes.
Right.
I simply wanted to add to that, when you see new construction going on, they're not just purchasing new ERs, that's existing to the
Right.
property from 1992, whether it's
Right.
Waller Road or in town, that's already been
Yeah.
assigned.
Yeah.
Good point.
And there are existing ERs that some have the infrastructure and some don't.
Correct. Some haven't used them yet. They haven't built anything on them yet, but they're going to.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is some have the infrastructure installed, but they've never been used.
Correct.
They-
There are,
they
The
put
the
them in.
tanks are sitting in the ground
There's examples of
those. Right.
and nothing's hooked up to them.
Right.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. So the name of this talker was something about sewer rate adjustments or increases or whatever, so are we talking about everybody's sewer rates are going up?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay, all right.
No, no,
So we're
no.
hoping that all
Just-
this
yeah.
adjustment of people that aren't paying their fair share is going to make up the difference?
yes,
Okay.
because we have to do the rate study coming through, and when they first did the rate study and they said, oh, and they looked at everything and they went, oh, we think that maybe you guys need to be charging this, and we said, well, hold on, because we know that other people aren't paying their fair share yet, and we want to make sure that the rate change would be as low as possible for the customers. So we put the whole rate study on hold for a really long time now, just to make sure that that will be the lowest increase for the customers possible.
So is there anybody that was discovered that they should be paying more and they are now paying more?
We do have a couple accounts
Okay.
that are doing that, yeah. They were kind of like our test accounts, and we sat down with them, they were aware of it, they agreed on it.
But it really is the big commercial giveaway,
Yeah,
just so you know.
Yeah, we figured that was our biggest changes that needed to take place, so anything we were aware of at that point in time was our first ones. So that's been a very lengthy, hot process lately.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets confusing.
If you'd like.
Oh, we tried that before.
So for one other